So I'm going to try something really silly that I can definitely say for sure I've never done before. So we're gonna go back to the Shadow Fox. And we're gonna try this out. Yeah. So one of the many ways in which I've undersold the Shadow Fox is by downplaying the sheer variety of weapons that it can equip. So obviously the AC cannon is useless, the Vulcan gun that it comes with is useless, but as we've established, it can equip the dual sniper rifle, which is the most powerful weapon in the game, as well as the long-range pulse laser rifle right here. The Wild Weasel unit I feel like is pretty useless. We tried to use that in the campaign when we were utterly failing at the Lightning Strikes mission, and this Beam Gatling Unit C might actually be pretty good. I may want to try that as well, but we can get the Beam Launcher. So it's an interesting mix of like Republic and Empire weapons for this thing, which I find to be really interesting. But before I go completely into battle, I wanted to double check what the D-Bison can equip, because as much as I love the D-Bison, it's literally one of my favorite Zoids. It just seems so lackluster here in the game. Oh, that is a cool color scheme. Interesting. We're gonna leave it like that. Different missile pods. Again, I don't really care there. So we knew it could equip the pulse rifle because I did that in either this game or in Versus 3. But the Wild Weasel unit on this thing, look at how dumb that looks! Oh, that's hilarious. It's like sticking on top of its butt, and I don't know how you would hit anything with that. That is so hilariously bad. Okay, yeah, I feel pretty good about going into battle with the Shadow Fox. So we're still in the Republic campaign. This is the mission with the base and the Iron Kongs and the turrets. So this might be tricky. I was re-watching the previous two segments of this sort of mini Let's Play here, and I was really quite impressed with how everything went. And I kept listening to the commentary, and I was like, man, my commentary was really spot on with this. So I'm a little disappointed that I will probably not have as good commentary this go around, and the reason being is just I am extremely tired. Like, I just got through working 6 days of 6 12-hour days, and I left at like 10:30 last night and came back at 4 this morning. So I am of the tired, and the frame rate on this map is awful. The one thing I was worried about with this match as well is that I was worried about running out of ammo for the Shadow Fox, because one of the things that makes the horns nice, and why I think the Dark Horn and Red Horn are so versatile, is the fact that they can have 2 or 3 good weapons equipped simultaneously, and so you don't necessarily have to worry about running out of ammo for them, whereas with just the beam launcher and nothing else that is decent, I do. And actually, I may have wanted to see if I could have gotten missiles, because really the only way I'm going to be able to deal with those turrets up there is with something that auto-targets, and we're kind of out of luck there. These Iron Kongs are not stock. One of them has the standard missile launcher that the Iron Kong comes stock with, and this one has a Gatling unit. Not terribly worried about that. I'm more so worried about the wrist blaster and getting too close with being within their melee range, but I am taking some damage from these turrets here. This strategy appears to not be going all that well, and I don't think it's because of the damage output from the beam launcher itself. There's a certain degree of clunkiness with the Shadow Fox that I've complained about a lot in this game that they seem to have fixed in Versus 3, but it's still pretty practical if you have a good setup. It's just I really do need some kind of missiles or something to take out those turrets up there, because I'm hyper focused on the Iron Kongs here and actually doing fairly well. Well, that was, yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. I can't really tank any more damage, and that beam Gatling unit is just gonna hit me randomly whenever it feels like it. Wasn't there something else really odd about this mission too? Like, you had to just last a certain amount of time or something like that. It says complete destruction of enemy Zoids in the battle dossier, but okay, yeah, it was worth a shot. It's also worth mentioning that I just kind of randomly threw that together, went into battle, and did not equip any of the subparts on it. But yeah, like, I couldn't stop. All week I've been thinking about this game and how much I wanted to go back and play it. And I guess the fact that I pulled up my own video and was listening to it a little bit at work, and then as a result of that, my search feed on YouTube was slightly affected by that. And so I had like search results for other Zoids related videos, and there was a guy who apparently a long time ago had uploaded a bunch of episodes of Zoids New Century Zero in like 2-part segments. And so I was just listening to New Century Zero on the way home, and I hadn't actually watched New Century Zero in a very long time. I gotta remember that I do not have boosters on the Liger arrow yet. Not that it really matters. But do I have missiles? No, obviously I have the Mark II cannons, but I don't have... I don't know if there's another slot for missiles, though. Nothing I have on here is homing, but this Zoid is much tankier, and it also can deal a lot more damage with the Mark II cannon, so I should be able to take out these Iron Kongs and not have to worry about the turrets too much. But yeah, they do have, again, that artificial boss level health. It's like 3,800 health, and but that won't be impossible to get through. It'll be a little bit more durable than what it would be in a tournament mode. But yeah, there was a lot of things in the anime that I had forgotten, and some things that I will never forget. First of all, I forgot how obnoxiously often Harry Champ says, "I'm a man destined to be king!" Because he says that like 3 times alone in the episode he's introduced. And I'm like, dude, can you not? Also realize I don't really use the shock cannons on these on the Ligers and the Saber Tiger that much anymore, and it's not that they're bad, I just don't really use them. Finish them off with the long-range rifle. Yeah, Bit remarks that he salvaged the shock cannon off of a Saber Tiger in one of their battles, and quite frankly, the anime is pretty committed to the lore and the continuity when it comes to technology. And most mecha shows are like that just because of their writing. Like, if you're writing a mecha anime, anything, dealing with giant robots or anything like that, or sci-fi stuff, people really do care a lot about the continuity of your technology. I haven't taken barely any damage from those turrets here. That goes to show you what a better defense stat and some crazy Super Z armor will do, courtesy of the campaign. And I'm sure you can find little inconsistencies in the dialogue with lore-related stuff here and there, but overall, like I said, the anime was pretty faithful to its terminology and nomenclature when it came to the lore and all that. Easy. But one of the things I noticed as well, and I don't know if it was because I was watching like an uncut version, like the DVD cut that is not the television version, but there was a couple of things that I noticed how they actually do refer to the Saber Tiger as Saber Tiger more than a couple of times. It's not, Zaberfang every single time. And then there was a moment where they refer to, I think it's Stoller versus Bit, and he's talking about that's where they have the Liger Zero captured in the Coliseum, and there's like fire all around the Coliseum, and he's like, even if the fire doesn't damage the Zoid, it's like a burning hellfire inside of the cabin. And I'm like, that's interesting that they would say they wouldn't, try to go back and censor the dialogue to get rid of the word hell, because you would see that most often in most kids shows from that era. I also was looking at the cast of New Century Zero a little bit Oh, we get a Gojulas. I might as well try to play around with the Gojulas a little bit. What's our objective? Oh, yeah, this mission. I remember this one. We might be able to beat this with the Gojulas. Only thing is the Rev Raptors have those incredibly dangerous blades, and the Geno Breaker has a pretty dangerous melee attack, but other than that, not really a whole lot else to worry about. Let's see what we can put on this thing, because, again, I don't think it's worth it, but we will see. I do have a much greater fondness of the Gojulas from a lore standpoint, and also having the model kit now. Oh, that's cool. So that's the actual vintage colors right there. That is the color that the original Japanese model kit had, as well as the European Zoidzilla model kit is this color scheme right here. Oh, I thought it was only those two for a second. There's the black one, I believe, is Irvine's. There's the Mariner, or maybe that's the Mariner. I don't know. There's the Ogre. Oh no, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's go with the vintage colors. So, I don't know what that is, but we can replace it with the weapon from the Saber Tiger, which is interesting. No Mark II cannons. Let's go with a shield, because they're probably going to be in mostly close quarters. I'm not even going to take anything off of the Liger arrow for now, because I don't think this is going to last too long. I'm still on Tita, because right now, let's see what stats Albane has. Pretty good, but I still feel like the arms ability might be the most optimal, although I don't know. I really want to see how it does. Alright, so as much as I rag on the Gojulas in these games, and I fully intend to put it pretty low on the tier list when I get around to making the tier list, I'm still going to give it another shot and see what we can do with it. I just don't think it has any good weapons, and I just think that mobility is so compromised in this game that you have to have a Zoid that is fast and agile and can dodge enemy fire. Like, this is ridiculous, honestly. So that's that weapon. And at least the Rev Raptors are kind of squishy, so maybe they won't do too bad. Now, actually, the dangerous part is the Pile Banker, because that's a very powerful melee-based weapon. And in Versus 3, I actually defeated a Gojulas with a Rev Raptor with the Pile Banker because of the crazy amount of damage that it did. Also, I realized you can equip double Pile Bankers on the Saber Tiger, and I really want to do that. That weapon seems okay. So just a 20mm beam gun on the side of his arm there. There we go. Good enough to take out a Rev Raptor at least. There's the Geno Breaker, as expected. And again, as badass as the Geno Breaker is, all it has is the weapon binder, and that's it. And of course, its missiles are coming back to bite us a little bit, but nothing we can't handle. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. The Genobreaker's melee attack. Maybe this would be a better mission to go back to the Shadow Fox and do the, yeah, I'm probably gonna die here from the Genobreaker. Or from a random Rev Raptor, that's okay. Maybe I'll try the Mark II cannons on the Gojulas again. When I say Mark II cannons, I just mean they're the big cannons that come with the Gojulas Mark II. They're not the same cannons that the Shield Liger Mark II has. The Shield Liger version is much better. They're much more accurate. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the Shadow Fox with the beam launcher again in this fight and see how we do. Again, the beam launcher is a good weapon. But I think it's just the fact that the Darkhorn and Redhorn can equip other good weapons at the same time, and so you don't have to worry about running out of ammo, because honestly, 120 shots is not a lot, and I'm completely stuck on the terrain. I'm not being facetious, I'm not being a dick when I say that the Shadow Fox is clunky in this game. It literally gets caught up on terrain, and it just starts clipping on things, and it won't move sometimes. Like, I know that it's not me, or it's not the game's inherent controls. It is absolutely something that they had to have fixed in Versus 3. The AI being wonderful and just shooting randomly into walls. Somehow that shot managed to go under the shield hitbox before the shield was deployed. Oh, that could be a problem. Of course, I don't have the rate of fire down on the beam launcher yet. Of course, I got grazed by that Rev Raptor's melee attack. Of course, the Rev Raptor's being stupid by meleeing when it has a perfectly good pile banker and blades, which it hasn't used yet. And of course, I keep saying of course for whatever reason, probably because I'm really tired. Okay, that's one of them down. I really want to take out the Genobreaker, but maybe it's more beneficial to have fewer enemies that can hurt you. Oh, Jesus. Another Rev Raptor spawned in, though, which is concerning, so... Come on, target the Genobreaker. I also really hate this. I shouldn't say I hate this map because I like the buildings. I just don't like how they get in the way of your ability to target things. Yeah, I'm not going to win this either. Shame. It shows what I get for experimenting, I mean, honestly. Just go back to the Liger Arrow and do it as intended. If you can call that intended. I guess the ridiculously OP subparts kind of counterbalance the boss level health that seems to be on a lot of these otherwise standard Zoids in this campaign. Oh god. Liger arrow is so slow without boosters. And it's not like I just didn't equip them, like I forgot. Like the game legitimately has not given me one yet. It gave me, because for some reason, even though this thing is essentially just a shield Liger, you cannot equip regular shield Liger boosters on it. You get specifically a shield unit and parts set for the Liger arrow, which is kind of annoying. I don't think there's much of a point to that. And actually, I think when I do the tier list, I'm just going to be ranking the shield Liger lineup and include the Liger arrow in that, because to me it's the same Zoid. Try to finish this Rev Raptor off with the long-range rifle. I retargeted the Genobreaker there just to make sure I knew where it was. Even the long-range rifle dealing some decent damage. And if I do get caught in the Genobreaker's melee attack, I'll just use the shield to push it away. Whoops, that was the thing. Who will come at me first? So you have chosen death. That was pretty clutch there, avoiding the shield. I didn't have a whole lot of room to do that. Alright, we got it. I think that's it. I think you just have to destroy the Genobreaker because the Rev Raptors just keep respawning. Nope, guess not. We will kill them after all. If I can hit something with the Mark II cannons. I'm pretty sure it's impossible to actually equip the long-range rifle onto the Shield Liger model kit, but I don't actually have a long-range rifle from a wind-up Command Wolf. So I think this is when we are... Yeah, so here's another one of those options, and like I said, for this run through the tournament mode, I'm going to be rejecting all help in the hopes that that will give me some more powerful Zoids. And, because in the previous version, the previous Let's Play, I always accepted help, which gives you additional allies in each battle, but people have told me that if you refuse help, you'll get better Zoids, so we're going to do that. So... we're gonna separate, and Blue Unicorn and Rodiger will fight Terra Guy separately. And we get the Koenig Wolf and the Blade Liger here, which I think we get anyway. What's a shell cannon? Guess we're gonna find out. And of course, the Koenig Wolf and the Blade Liger are obscenely overpowered. The Koenig Wolf just stock with the dual sniper rifle is the best weapon you could hope for. If we wanted to make a really weak Koenig Wolf, we could put the stupid Vulcan unit from the Shadow Fox on there. Of course, there's... So that's the shell cannon. It's missiles, I guess? It looks pretty good along the side of the Koenig Wolf there to an extent. Let's see what we can do with the Blade Liger. This should be a stock Blade Liger. Yeah, it only has 2400 health, which is not great. It has the blades, but no attack boosters. I swear I've gotten so used to the attack boosters through playing these games and building the HMMs, which all have them. It's like, I can't see it with anything else. Okay, it doesn't even have the attack boosters yet, so it's not really worth using. I say that as the blades would still be incredibly powerful, but it's not as good as it could be. Red, the dark blue, pink, green, black, and the Mirage. So when we see what I'm up against here, and then we'll determine what we're actually going to use, because I may not even... I think it's the... let's see. Total destruction of enemy Zoids. The Koenig Wolf might be overpowered for this. Like, the Koenig Wolf might even just be ban-worthy when you really break it down. But what else to pick? I could just go with the D-Bison and use that long-range pulse rifle over and over again, but I think that would get boring pretty quick. What the hell? We're bringing the Koenig Wolf. I won't put any parts on it for now. I do want to try the other weapon I just equipped, but that's all I'm going to do for now. Oh yeah, I definitely remember this mission. I don't remember what the shell cannon is. Looks like it has a degree of homing potential. There we go, that's one of those turrets down. Oh, it feels so good to be back in the pilot seat of my... I wouldn't say my favorite Zoid, but one of the most powerful ones for sure. It's one of my favorites, I shouldn't say that. Oh my god! Death Stinger is like friendly fire out the ass over here. Yeah, the shell cannon's pretty decent. I can't really tell how much damage it's capable of against the Death Stinger of all things, but it has a pretty good homing capability. Maybe this is worth seeing what type of Zoids can equip this. Maybe it's another, like, sleeper hit good weapon. It's literally dealing, like, 20 damage per shot, though, and this deals, like, over 100. Deals, like, almost 200 damage per shot with the dual sniper rifle. Why would there be turrets out in the middle of nowhere unless we're by the Terrorgeist base or whatever? I also don't know who we're fighting. I know Leviathan is supposed to have the Death Stinger or supposed to use it often, but I don't know if this is her or not. We've also already fought the Bloody Death Soarer, so I don't understand why we're fighting this now. Oh, that could be bad. Oh, it was pointed right at us. We took a grazing shot, but not too bad. Yeah, the shell cannon seems pretty okay. It does decent damage to these Sea Strikers. It seems like it's a good small Zoid weapon for more simplified combat, but just not anything that we would take into a boss fight against this Death Stinger. So I think if this was the if this is one where we accepted the help of Rodiger, we would have the Proto-Saber as an ally here. One more shot should do it. There we go. And a random Sea Striker gets caught in the crossfire. You guys are going to know the day that they finally announce the Koenig Wolf HMM. I'm going to just absolutely lose my mind. Lazard. I don't remember who he is. So he was originally from the Zenimus Empire, and now he works for Terrorgeist. And they're breaking out the Seismosaurus. Isn't that going to be fun? Okay, so we get Gojulas Giga and Gojulas the Ogre. Why would I have... Now, this makes actually no sense, because why would I have a regular Gojulas and Gojulas the Ogre... Oh boy, 4,000 health. That's actually really something. But the Gojulas Giga is a little bit more. Now, if the Gojulas Giga does not have the Buster Eagle Cannon, it's not worth it. Two spots for missiles. Yeah, no Buster Eagle Cannon for the Gojulas Giga. But let's check out Gojulas the Ogre, because it does have the big Mark II cannons that I was talking about. It has the good weapons, allegedly. Every single slot is full. Long-range Buster Cannon. I don't know if this will be enough to fight the Seismosaurus, but it has 4,000 health. It also does not... Oh, I think my shield is on the other Gojulas. Yeah, let's strip that one naked really quick. The Gojulas the Ogre, the largest HMM they ever made, and it is absolutely massive. I had the privilege of seeing one in 2 different places for Anime Expo. I'm actually going to strip the Liger Arrow naked as well, because we'll probably need those better subparts to go in the Koenig Wolf later. Put some Super Z armor on the Gojulas the Ogre. Yeah, I don't think I will ever own a Gojulas HMM. They're so expensive, and honestly, they would be so time-consuming to build that I don't even know if I would be able to do it. We're gonna go with shield just to get coating Z armor. Plus 30 to defense. And we don't really... I don't think we care about the drop in mobility. But we can also get this high-grade Plug Z, which just gives us a +8 to mobility and gives us our loss back. And then we get some combat damage increase with the high-output SB generator. I don't know what the SB in... High output SB generator stands for. Okay, well, let's save really quick. What an absolute titan. What in the world are those? Oh, they're sea strikers with random missile things on their back. Where's our Buster Cannon? Oh, it's not going so well. These Sea Strikers have Gatling units on them. I need some help over here, my dude. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I'm attempting to use the long-range Buster Cannon, but it doesn't seem like it. The projectiles are really slow. It's dealing decent damage. Maybe I can just get rid of these Zoids around me really quick. I think they continue to respawn in this map, though. Man, I know I'm getting my ass kicked here, but the way that this thing just shrugged off that charged particle beam is pretty impressive. The irony of this as well is, as I mentioned in the Gojulas Giga review, that the Gojulas Gigas were wiped out by the seismosaurus because it could penetrate its shield. And here we are, the Gojulas the Ogre fighting the seismosaurus. Okay, so I think we're in better shape now with all those things dead. But can we deal enough damage to this thing to make it worth it? Because we still are going to have to deal with an absolute just hailfire of damage from the cannons this thing has on its side. I could probably get out of the way of the charged particle beam, no problem. I really do want to win this, guys. Like I really do. I don't think it will change my mind about the Gojulas in general or about the Buster Cannons. As cool as they are. Yeah, just keep using the charged particle beam in that direction. But yeah, this cannon, as cool as it is really inferior to the Buster Eagle cannon from the Gojulas Giga. That one is much, much better. Just the enormous amount of splash damage that thing deals is ridiculous. I think I'm gonna win this, guys. I'm gonna win this with Gojulas the Ogre. Just these things deal like 300 damage per shot, which is just ridiculous. And we did it on the last shot too. I don't know what other weapon I would have used. Maybe that one. Oh, we have missiles too. But we still have to. Do we still have to take out these other Mulgas and crap? Even though we defeated the seismosaurus? I mean, I'll do it happily. I've got carnage to spare. Ah, so much damage. Some of that may just be damage rolls based on stats as well. You're talking about a high damage output Zoid against a low health Zoid. We've contorted the neck of the seismosaurus. This is an objectively really challenging mission though, because you're dealing with a decently tough boss battle, but you're also dealing with all of these random Sea Strikers and Mulgas everywhere that have missiles, and the beam Gatling units on those Sea Strikers are probably just more of a decoration than anything. I don't think they really hit us with them too much. Alright, I think that's it. We did it. Wow. Alright. Gojulas the Ogre coming in clutch there. I am quite impressed. I did not expect that to go well at all. So now we're going to infiltrate the Terrorgeist to base, which I think is where... so we get the Zero Schneider here, which I know we get the Zero Schneider I think is one of the ones we get as a result of refusing help. We otherwise would not get it. Now, I wanted to see here what kind of... Oh, that's so cool! I didn't think I realized you could do that. You can give it the Empire colors. It's interesting. Yeah, that looks freaking sick. I'm gonna go with the standard color though. I want to know. Whoops. I want to know about weapons though because. Okay, yeah, no, I cannot change anything. I might be able to change the shot cannon there, and again, we hold the Liger Zero cast modifications in such high regard, but they're not really worth the money in tournament mode because of their lack of customization, especially the Jaeger. The Jaeger to me is just useless. Here's the double arm lizard, which is a fuser Zoid. I want to see what we can put on this thing. These are missiles. Flexible booster, which we've proven is really good. Let's go with a booster. I don't even want to bother to rip the Gojulas, the ogre, apart. We'll just put on the next best things. It still does not tell me what SB and SB generator stands for. I also do not know why the game hides the double arm lizard behind such a late game kind of thing. That's pretty ugly. That's pretty ugly. Oh wow, these colors are ugly. The red and the white are the only ones that look good to me. Okay, so this is a infamous mission, infamously tedious more than it is hard. You guys should be familiar with this. So we have all of these camouflaged Hellcats and the continuously respawning Chimera Dragons. And as intimidating as the Chimera Dragon is, it is pretty squishy. So hopefully the anti-Zoid handgun might be pretty decent here. God, the double arm lizard looks silly with the flexible booster walking back and forth there. Look at the reticles. They're just all over the place. We have a tail weapon, which... Is that a pilot back there? Oh, it has its own sniper rifle. I did not realize that. So the double arm lizard, in addition to the gun sniper and snipe master, is a sniper type Zoid. This is what makes this tedious. It's honestly just the when they cloak, not being able to target them. It wouldn't... Stupid rate of fire on the sniper rifle is terrible. This is not going very well. I don't like the double arm lizard, guys. I tried, but not into it. And actually, you know what? I may even take the Schneider in there just because we don't have to worry about targeting enemy Zoids when we can just hit them with the blades. And I guess I should check if I have an attack booster for the Blade Liger yet, because that might come up. At least make sure it has a booster equipped. That's what's important to me. I forgot to check on the attack boosters for the Blade Liger. I see something right in front of us. That something is going to be dead pretty quick. Yeah, the fact that the blades have infinite ammo in this game is just so broken. I don't have to worry about the blades no longer being viable later in the fight, because they're always going to be viable. It might just be this map or the controls in Battle Legends versus 3, but it just seems like the turning circle on the Schneider is not quite as good as the Blade Liger, but I'm probably just making that up. I can't always just disable targeting and just go ham like this as well. Just absolutely handing them their asses. What did I hit, like 4 different Zoids there in that pass? Booster lasts a long ass time too, which is nice. All the Liger Zero variants seem to have that, because it's referencing the ion boosters that the Liger Zero does have. Easy. Easy, easy. Chimera Dragon is not that strong. It's just, again, the fact that we're dealing with the boss level health in this campaign. I don't know what weapon that is, but it seems like it might be kind of decent. We'll have to experiment with the Chimera Dragon later, because I got to be able to... I'm thinking about where the Chimera Dragon sits in this tier list, and it's not high. But there might be some customization options about it that I don't know about. Yeah, that was a pretty good hit. Whatever that was. Come on. Come on. That's one thing I hate about the targeting. Still alive. Buster Slash! One day I just need to do a EX move exposition video where I show off all the EX moves for all the different Zoids. They're just so impractical to use because you already have to be losing to use them. Yeah, we get the Zero Jaeger here, and I don't care. Like, I don't understand why we would even want that. Again, I'm gonna double check and make sure it can't equip some other weapons. Let's see what different colors we have. Again, Empire color, it's pretty badass. Green for Panzer. The yellow actually looks really cool. Black. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, nothing. Useless. And the Fuser Dragon. It can equip the flexible booster as well. It's like, I really don't know why they... Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's stay on the Koenig Wolf, but I just want to check. Did we get the Buster Eagle Cannon? I didn't see it on the unlock screen, but I wasn't paying attention necessarily. No, so this thing is still useless. And then... let's go to the Blade Liger. No attack boosters. Yeah, so the Koenig Wolf is still the most viable. Yeah, this is where we fight the Chimera Dragon and Lord Gale in this tiny little hallway. Again, should be trivial because of the power of the dual sniper rifle. I don't know why it starts us facing the wall, though. Also, I still do not equip a stupid booster on this thing, even though I really need it. Green lasers into the abyss. Hey, that actually might be kind of helpful, because they are auto-targeting the stupid turret things on the ceiling. Maybe they'll actually hit them. Why did I forget to equip the booster? Just get utterly thrashed. These things, these versions are actually like weaker than standard too. They only have like 1500 health. Can't tell if I've actually hit any of those turrets on the ceiling unless they just stop shooting at me, because I can't see the turret, and therefore cannot see the explosion either. Oh, rip. Get sniped. We should be running into Lord Gale pretty soon here. There it is. Okay, hopefully that should be it. I don't want to walk any further down this hallway. With no booster! Something I still to this day do not understand about this game's UI is down there right up next to the weapon icon, it says 02 and LC, and sometimes that 02 is a 0 like it is now, and I don't know what the LC means, and it seems like it's highlighted over the two zeros, but there's no button to like toggle it back and forth between the two. It seems really strange. Another Chimera Dragon trying to escape. But you're squishy, which means you will die very fast. Blown away.